Anybody out there? Can you hear me? Hello? Says we've been live for a couple minutes. You regret it. There come a time. Project cars, project truck. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on, why this isn't going live, why I can't find it, where it's at, who knows. It says I'm live. Live, home, videos, shorts, live. One waiting. Aha, Garnett found me. What's happening, G? Now, I can't find it myself. Let's see here. It says upcoming. Waiting. Had to search, no notification. Yeah, I don't know how yet to stitch in the OBS. Good evening. Hey, there you go. What's up, Country Mile Garage? Good to see you. What did you search for, Garnett, to find it? Margo's Garage Live, or was it? Where was it? How did you get to it? That's an old live. Have you all seen the new video? Margo's Garage Live. Da 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 da. Bunch of stuff, nothing here. It is the current live. Had to search. About Project Car Hunting. Country Mile got a notification. Garnett, just my channel and it came up. Yeah, I wish that were the case for me. It is not. Episode 2 live. There it is. Hot dog. Found it. Got a notification. Garnett, just my channel and it came. All right. Let me I gotta do something here real quick. No, I don't need to edit a video. That's for doggone sure. I don't know. You have to search for it. Alright, there we go. What am I looking for? I got it. We figured it out. What I was looking for was how to get it up because, again, I'm in a hotel tonight. I'm away from the house. Things aren't as they normally are for me here. So I'm not in the comfort of my own office. And it's been a cluster, as you can see so far. But what I had to do was I've got to get the chat up on my phone here so that I can see everyone's stuff. Mechanic specials this time. Yeah, we can do that. We're not quite there yet. Let me figure out a place to put this so I can see it. Dual sports. All right. How to get it up? How to get what up? Rodney, this is a family show. No, Rowdy, you got to. Rod, tell Rowdy what you got to do. I'm going to get on with the show. Keep everybody from waiting. All right. Thanks for coming, guys. I know there's only a couple of us right now, but I definitely want to welcome everybody to the live. Again, we're having some technical difficulties because I'm in a hotel room away from the house on business, and we're getting to it. So what we're going to do tonight, as you can see here, we are back on Marketplace. But before we get started there, I want to take a little bit of time out to remember all of our veterans. I was with a guy today at work that reminded me that, you know, these guys that are going out there and they do this stuff for us, we don't think about them maybe enough, or we don't appreciate what they've done for the country and what they've done for us individually. So I want to thank, if you are a veteran, if you've served the country in any manner, any respect, you have my deepest thank you, and we definitely appreciate it. I definitely appreciate what you've done for the country. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows, you know, take some time out and remember your vets, and not only your veterans, you know, people that are currently in the armed forces or in any capacity to serve us as the public. So what's going on with the channel here? Obviously, I don't know if you guys saw, but we do have a couple things going on. The so there, the new garage, we broke ground for that here over the weekend, or actually beginning of this week. So that's really a lot of stuff going on there at the house, and here I am away from the house. So it's kind of painful for me not to be there at the house while all that stuff is going on. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So. KJ's really excited to be getting his own shop. I'm excited for him. I'm excited to get him out of my shop. That way I can run my projects and keep my stuff going. Maybe I'll actually get the Bronco done. Other than that, we do have some stuff coming up. I got another channel or another video coming up for the Cobra, and then much past that I got to get back on the Bronco and get making some more content because I'm starting to run out of stuff. So you know how it is. But no further ado, let's take a look at mechanics specials. All right, so what we're going to do tonight, not only are we going to be looking for mechanic specials, but I've got a little counter over here. We're going to have a little contest to see how many people are selling Mustangs and how many people are selling Camaros. Probably not in this search that we're going to get so many of those, but we're going to take a look at it and see what we got going on. All right, so here we go. Right off the top, so the mechanic specials, you're going to have, you know, cars out here that are broke, and yeah, I hear you, Country Mile. I've been on the 7.3 kick here recently myself because Kenny, my son, absolutely adores that stupid motor. But what are we going to do? So, Honda Accord. All right, I'm going to be the first to tell everybody I am not much of a Honda guy. I'm not much of an import guy. Garnett, I know you've been playing with the BMWs. Listen, man, all the more power to you. I don't have the patience for that kind of stuff. Even the newer stuff like this Ford Escape here. It's I don't know. This is in Essex, New Jersey. So what I've got here is we're searching the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area within a 500-mile 2013 Ford Escape up in Sussex, New Jersey for $3,000. What's the matter with this thing? I bet you it needs a transmission. Fixer-upper, transmission shifting a little funny. Typical. Still wants $3,000 for it. And that's probably negotiable, I am sure. GMC Acadia. I bet you that thing needs a transmission. I don't know what it is with these Acadias. I do know now it looks like we got some electrical issues. We haven't diagnosed exactly what's wrong with the vehicle. It doesn't start. Price is negotiable. First come, first serve. This is a auto sale. So this guy was trying to flip this thing, and he ended up not being able to fix it. Don't work on lawnmower engines. Amen. Amen. I got a guy that goes to our church, and he believes he's got a Civic VX, which is that lean burn 3-cylinder. And he absolutely adores those cars. He's got one that's got like 400,000 miles on it with the original clutch in it. But that goes to show you how he drives the thing, right? No, I don't have patience for that either, Garnett. I do not. The cam phasers on the 5.4s are a pain in my butt, but it is what it is, right? So, what's next? There's another Honda Accord, $800. That'd be a good daily whip over in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's a bit of a haul for us. Here we go. Cadillac Escalade. Oh, we do have the video here. So again, on these marketplace listings, I appreciate the short little videos. You can deduct a lot of information from those videos. Looks as though this thing has corrosion issues. It's in Akron, Ohio, so that's no surprise. What do we want out of it? $1,400. It is. Let's look at some more pictures because this guy definitely gave us some pictures. Hey, when you're taking pictures for listings and stuff like this, take the time to wipe your camera off. It looks as though this guy obviously took these pictures with his phone, and he had a smudged up screen. So take it from me, from somebody who does a lot of video work on the camera, on your phone camera. Take the time to clean that up, man. Come on. It's not that hard, right? So backside, this thing is, yeah, it's been rode hard and put away wet by the looks of things. It's all beat up here in the back. This is definitely not something that I think I would be after, although it has an LS in it. The ever 277,921 miles. Mechanic special, good motor, good transmission, runs and drives. 6.0 motor, needs brake line fixed. Don't take it up Rodney's Hill and try and turn around and come back down. That is not recommended. It overheats. Third SUV for cheap, $1,400 firm or possible vehicle trade. See less. So if this thing is complete, $1,400 is probably not a bad price. The 6.0 itself, if you were looking at that, going into something that maybe you were going to pull that motor out and put it in something, there's some worth there. The catalytic converters on this thing, just if you were going to scrap it, let's talk about that. You've got, I don't know, a couple $100 there for sure. And then if you were to, aluminum wheels, there's some money to be made here, parting this thing out maybe, or whatever you're going to do. I don't think I would buy it to fix it. Here we go, 99 Crown Vic, $800. Here we go with another little video. And looks like that's all we get on that one is the video. $800 or trade. Mechanic special will trade. Let me know. It runs and drives. Just got a dent in the door. KJ is calling me. Let's see what this is. He probably doesn't know I'm live. Kenneth.
Hello.
Hey, I'm live. What's up?
What are you doing?
I'm live on the interwebs as we speak.
Oh.
Did you need something? I don't know. Something? Anything?
Find me a 12-valve 5-speed.
Find you a 12-valve? You have a 5-speed already.
I found a 12-valve too. Find me a lowering kit or an airbag system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for a 1981 F350. Finds you lowering axles.
I found a lowering kit today.
All right. Log in the live. You can chat with me there.
Bye.
Bye. Again, like I said, I am away from the house, so that was KJ checking up on me. Big Brother Dual Sport Life 6-liter LS is going strong at 260,000 miles. Is that why you got to change the oil pump, Ron? It probably is pretty strong still, but they do wear out, So I don't know here. Crown Vic, Police Interceptor, willing to trade. Let me know what you got. $800. This car doesn't have, unless you want to drive it daily, because it's got the wrong suspension. To put that, you have to be 03 and newer if you want to use the suspension out of those Crown Vics. Under the trucks and stuff. That P71 chassis is what they call it. Let's see here. I guess I'm just not much of a new car guy. Here's one for you, Garnett, an M5, $1,295. It's over in Highland, Indiana. What do you think's the matter with it? Let's play that game. This guy's got a pretty nice listing. Front right, front quarter right, rear left right. Yeah. Pretty nice listing. Interior's decent. It's clean. It doesn't look like it's all beat up. What is that, a 525 XI? X1? I have no idea. Blown up. What do we got here? Had it at a storage yard. Someone stole the catalytic converters. Has fuel pump. Tires are great. Clean car inside and out. Drove great when put into storage. Won't start now. Message me for information. Thanks, Rob. Price catalytic converters on eBay for $250. I bet you those are great. The car runs through a dealership, so you will have to pay state taxes on it, 7%. So whatever he's selling it for, $1,295, 7% of that, which is $70. I don't know. If you're after a BMW, that could be you. Not me, though. I lost my feed. Oh, here we go. What does a 12 valve? What do 12 valve go for in your neck of the woods? KJ found one. It's out of a piece of equipment. What we're going to try and do is put that in that 81, that F350 that he has. And he did find one out of a piece of equipment. He's trying to get it for $1,000. B series, 12 valve, no start. Let's go get it. $800. Well, you know why it won't start. It's probably because the catalytic converters are missing. So first off, your wide bands are completely wrong at this point. Downstream wide bands have no idea what's going on. They're getting nothing but oxygen, right? No back pressure on the engine. I know the 5.4 in that red truck, with the exhaust disconnected, that thing would practically not run. So that's likely what's going on with this thing. That's you, Garnett. Have at it, brother. We found you one tonight, right? No Mustangs or Camaros yet. I'm surprised. Hyundai, no, thank you very much. We got, I don't know. Here we go. Land Rover. Nope, that's Mobile Mechanic. I did see a Mobile Mechanic. I was going to stop and have a conversation with him. That seems to be an interesting field. This guy was in the local Honda dealership. I guess Honda doesn't pay for techs. I don't know, because there was a Mobile Mechanic in the lot. 2008 F-150 XLT Super Crew for $29.50. It's a It's a four. Yeah. It's a 5.4 liter Triton. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's a 5.4 liter Triton that either has engine problems or a cam phaser's out of it, just like Garnett said earlier. He wants $2,950 out of it. 79 Chevy K10 with a 12 valve 5.9. That sounds like a good time. Did you use an install kit on that Country Mile, or did you end up making your own mounts and stuff on it? Land Rover run. Amen, brother. Amen. All right, 169,000 miles. That's right about cam tensioner problems. That's right when they start. So let's see what needs a transmission and other things, I'm sure. 4-wheel drive, 5.4 Triton. What year is this thing? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, it's a 3 valve for sure. Kenny, if you logged in, this may be your engine, man. This may be the engine for the 5.4. He wants too much money for it. Part it out. Nope, we're on from that one. Here you go, $7,500. That's a little rich for my blood when you're looking at a parts car or something like this. South Carolina, mechanic special, needs engine work. Yep, still does. I'm not doing it. Here we go. Little Fiat 500. I pass a Fiat every day on the way to work, sitting across from the Burgestown High School. It's been sitting there for a long time. You can tell because the rotors on it are all rotten. One of these days I'm going to actually stop and see what the heck's going on with it. No install kit, did all myself. It's my daily driver and he loves it. What kind of fuel mileage you get out of that thing? KJ, my son, Kenny, he's planning on putting it in an 81 F350. He already has the 5-speed ZF to put behind it off of a 7.3. Going to need some stuff there, but we're wondering what kind of fuel mileage we'll end up with out of a setup like that. This is an Abarth. I don't know Abarth. I don't know. What do you call that? How do you pronounce it? Mechanic special. Car runs and drives, but we'll need some engine work. Engine runs rough, smokes white smoke from the tailpipe. Possibly needs a new turbo. The car is heavily tuned and modified. I wonder why it needs engine work. Only 100,000 miles. Clean title, clean Carfax. Never been in any accidents. Walk around video is here on YouTube. And then it is at Lake Motor Group. So that's what's going on there. Dude, it's a Mini Cooper that sits next to it. KJ is also looking for a Mini Cooper for his daily whip. He's tired of feeding those 7.3s on a daily basis. Here you go, $3,900 for an '09 Chevrolet Tahoe. As you can tell, I like the big cars. This thing, here's our video. Whoa, apparently this is a cop car, or was a cop car, so this is going to be special. The reason I say it's a cop car is the red light, oh, here we go. We even have the warble lights on the dash. This thing looks special, man. Oh, it's even got the spotlight on the side. All black. Lights are all still on it. You sure that's a Mini Cooper? I don't know. I think that's, it looks like a whatchamacallit to me. Why don't you stop and ask the guy if he wants to sell it, if it is a Mini Cooper. Let's see. Please read Mechanic Special 4x4 Highway Patrol SUV PPV 5.3 runs and drives, needs coil pack, or something has a misskip on number 4 cylinder. Still drive it clean, drive it anywhere. Has some wear dents on the body, see less. Yeah, this probably wouldn't be a bad daily whip if you were looking for something cheap, 4-wheel drive to get you around and haul the family. It's not in the greatest of shape, but you know, it is what it is, right? Here's our code. This is nice. This guy's got a really nice listing here. I appreciate this listing. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. That's something if you're interested in it. $3,900. It's not cheap. Definitely not cheap. $8,500 for a Ford. Oh, here we go. The old Oldsmobile Cutlass for $1,350. Whose grandma didn't own one of these back in the day, right? Come on, guys. Coil pack, no. Drop down. Yeah, I agree. It's most likely what it is. Yeah, it's black and black. You're right, Kenny. For sure. It's been sitting there for a little while. It's been sitting there for, I bet you, a year or better. Yeah, this is Grandma's car right here. Oh, it's a rotten mess, it looks like. Kind of mileage. Two owners. Mechanic Special 86 Cutlass Sierra 1350. Very low miles. 86,542. Notorious for a drop lifter. Still, with a drop lifter, I mean, what are we talking there? Is that just pulling it apart, throwing the lifter in it, and getting it back going, or do you think there's something else going on with it? You know, has it damaged something else in the engine? That's the question. If it's just a drop lifter, I mean, anybody who can swing a wrench can probably get that taken care of relatively cheap, I would think. The old Astro minivan. My dad actually had gone through an Astro minivan stage. He had, I think his was the all-wheel drive he bought. Ooh, well, that's news to me. Looks as though Kenny has got Casper on the hook here. Got somebody coming to look at it. Casper's that truck that we fought last week. If you saw the video, we did get it running. Looks like he's got somebody going on it. Garnett says we're going to have to pull the head on that 5.3, most likely to get that thing fixed up. That's still not a terrible job. I mean, I don't know. Do they bury the 5.3s up underneath the cowl like Ford does on the 5.4s? That's a pain, I can tell you that. Not really interested in the Astro van, but for $1,200 over in Columbus, Mechanic Special, 95 Astro conversion van, V6 motor, 202,000 miles on it, green exterior. I guess it's green. Runs and drives, it needs some work. Does he tell us what kind of work it needs? It's his dad's vehicle. Dad doesn't know how to use YouTube, so he listed it for him. Or YouTube, doesn't know how to use Facebook. Oh, this thing's, man, gotta love that interior. Thank God, Rod. Thank God. That's all I gotta say about that. Thank the good Lord in heaven. Ford Ranger. This is a clean looking little Ranger for a 1996 short bed. 117,000 miles, 19. This has got to be the 2.3 Mechanic Special, needs motor work. I mean, that's a Lima motor, man. They've been making that motor forever. Very simple overhead cam, single. It's got a belt in it. This is just like that truck that we put the transmission in for my nephew. Other than, This one apparently has engine problems, but it definitely looks pretty clean. Let's see here. What do we got? Everyone out there, do I compound turbos, 12 valve? You do what you want to with it, man. It's your truck. We've had that conversation. Lincoln for $28.50. Okay, here's something that I'll be into, because this Lincoln should have an '07. This is going to have either the 5.4 two cam or the 4.6 two cam, better known as a Cobra motor. Yeah, I know you guys are probably real happy with me when we start talking about Cobra motors, especially after watching the Lincoln video that we talked about when I had mentioned that it was an all-aluminum Cobra motor like 17 times. Let's see this thing. It looks pretty good on the exterior. Interior is better than average for 168,000 miles. All leather. Back seats definitely had some kid seats in it, it looks like. It's not terrible. Third row seating. Not a very good listing. I mean, it shows me the general condition of the vehicle. However, I can't see what's going on inside or underneath as far as rust is concerned. 2007 Navigator SUV, 168,000. Just recently did a timing job and used all factory Ford parts. Driven less than 100 miles and something in the bottom end let go. Does not run. The Navi is totally rust-free out of South Carolina. Has KY rebuilt title, Kentucky rebuilt title from a small accident. Driver, fender, front door, running boards. So it's an R title. I've owned it for 6 years. It's been a wonderful vehicle for me and for my family. Was getting ready to sell, downsize the Navigator L. Let's see, Ultimate Package 2-wheel drive. $1,300 in Cooper Discovery 8,000 mile tires. Selling whole, will not part out. Asking $28.50 if the ad is up. It is still available. So this is the classic case. Let's talk about what happened to this thing. 5.4 3-valve most likely. Did the timing set on the front of it, and that's good. But what happened was they let the little man knock on the block too much, and oil pressure got to the point where it did some damage in the bottom end. Once that damage in the bottom end is done, if they didn't replace the oil pump with a high volume oil pump, likely it just finished the job, and there you go. Very similar to what happened to KJ's 5.4. So it's it's a nice vehicle, but it does need an engine. So I know how that feels. We've got one of those sitting down by Route 50 at the edge of the driveway. 2001 535 Xi. These things seem to be a dime a dozen. $7,000 for this one. That's quite a bit. AC and heated seats, mirrored power seats. What's the matter with it? Brake, ABS, check engine light, mechanic special, serious buyers only. That could be you, Garnett. Sounds like it's got the lights, man. Got the Christmas tree on the dash. Not a bad looking car. Looks like it's in pretty good shape, but he does still want quite a bit of money for it at $7,000. There we go. We got a Camaro. So that's the first one. I haven't seen the Mustang yet. That is Camaro number 1. What do we have here? This is going to be an LS V6. Mechanic Special 2012 Camaro. Cheap. Needs transmission. Will go into reverse. I don't have time to fix it right now. Other things to do. Let me know once fixed. This thing is in... I don't know. It doesn't even list. I imagine it's a V6, right? What's he want out of it? Needing a tranny? $5,000? That seems steep. I don't know. Not a Camaro guy. I'm not even going to pretend like I know anything about these cars, because I don't. Grand Cherokee. Somebody spent some time and messed around with that thing, it looks like. Jaguar. Here we go. There's something a little off the wall. A 2011 Jaguar XF Premium Sedan 4-door. So this thing is going to be 2011. A lot of Ford in this thing back then. Man, this thing is all chopped up. Seats all messed up. Dash is screwed up. Looks like the... this is open. That's open. I don't know. Shemped up. What's going on, brother? So we've got the serpentine belt tensioner on the center console there. Interior is not in the greatest of shape. Does look good. These are good looking cars from the outside for a 4-door. It's all scuffed up. This thing's been road hard and put away wet at some point, and it apparently has some engine issues. Not real sure what yet. So yeah, I mean, just like Derek says, with this stuff on the back seat, alternator, I don't even know what this is. Some type of air filter of sorts, fan. Not real sure what's going on there. So let's do some reading, right? Head gaskets, head gaskets, head gaskets. Replacing head component and has no rust on the body, just a few aesthetics. Willing to trade. He wants $47.85 out of a half put together Jaguar XF Premium. Not interested. Just wanted to see what the other half did whenever their trucks and cars were broke. All right, that's the end of the mechanic special. Out of this lot, I would say the best car, I don't know, a couple Durangos. I saw 2 Durangos, only 1 Camaro, no Mustangs. Sport Track, no, that's an F-150, 05. It's going to have some problems. Got all kinds of things going on over here. Another Durango, Exploder, Audi. Yeah, this is an interesting mix of cars for sure. But the unfortunate thing is I really have no interest in most of these. I would say this: I'm a Ford guy, but if I were looking for something to buy on the cheap to haul the family around, it would probably be that Tahoe. Even though we all think that the head's got to come off of it because it dropped a lifter. Here you go. How about a $2,000 Honda Ridgeline? Good motor, good trans, tires, everything inside works. You can get it running. If you can get it running, it turns over but won't start. Well, it's a good motor, but it won't start. Wonder what's the matter with it. Has wiring issue. Just read a little bit more. You'll get to hear what the problem is. Right? Has an updated ECM, 4x4 6-cylinder. Got some rod issues here. Looks like in the lower dog leg of the quarter panel there. Yeah, not interested. Not interested at all. Just haul it right to the scrapyard. Mechanic special. Yeah, I think that Tahoe wins the mechanic special search. While we're taking a little intermission here, I want to remind everybody that we are doing a tool giveaway with old Garnett there. As I just did on my own video. Guys, take the time right now, go in there and hit that like button on the video. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, which I imagine most of you are, go ahead and give us a subscription there. You guys will get to keep up with Kenny and I as we progress along in our current shop build. Give me a second. I gotta wet the whistle on the current shop build and what's happening there. And then with the builds coming down the pike, obviously I'm still putting the Bronco together. Got the Shelby going together very, very slowly. KJ's got a couple neat things going on, and then we're going to add Seth into the mix here shortly once his garage is up and we can start putting some of their stuff together. So that'll be interesting for sure. I'm trying to get my comments back up here so I can see what you guys are saying, but it's not working. Clip, report, Mongo's garage, more. There we go. No. Likes, viewers, 3. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Live chat. There we go. That Ridgeline will sell fast. You think it? I mean, I don't know. It's a good price, I guess, but I'm not a Ridgeline fan. Let's see. All right, so mechanic specials, we're through with that. Let's move on to my favorite, project cars. Project cars. All right, here's where it's going to get real. We're going to get into the meat of it all here. What we've got for sale, 500 miles from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, better known as the Rust Belt. So most of these cars are going to have rust problems unless they've been completely gone through, like this 65 Chevelle Malibu Mordor 4-door. $6,500 over in Alliance, Ohio. Car looks like it's in pretty good shape, but it's a four-door. These are more popular than they have been in the past, but I am still not a fan. Got a 1988 Pontiac Firebird Coupe two-door here, sitting up on a trailer that it should have never been on in the first place. Let's check out his listing. So, one of my rules on a listing, if I'm going to list something, is one picture for every $1,000 I'm trying to get out of it. But I'm always probably going to list more than 3 pictures. I would say a minimum of 5. This guy's got 3 for $2,200, so he's just over the threshold there. This car doesn't look terrible if you're into the Firebirds. It's got the louvers on the back, yay 1980s. 3 pictures, I can't really tell a whole lot, but why is this a project car? Southern Car Project. Has original engine, doesn't run. Was going to V8 swap it, but got divorced. Great solid car, no rust. I have the title if you want it. Price is slightly negotiable. Car trailer is not for sale unless you pay extra. First of all, that is not a car trailer. Rubbing the side of it don't tell you that. I'm sorry. You're going to need... It's a Camaro. All right, I'll tally it. But that's not a car trailer, right? Definitely not a car trailer. It doesn't matter if you're a fan or not. You don't need to be able to sell it. Oh, you got that right. I'll flip cars that I don't like, otherwise I keep. Problem is I don't know anything about them. So I try to keep in my wheelhouse when I get money involved, I guess. You know what I mean? But I get it. I know what you mean. There is no doubt about that. You do not have to be a fan. Fiat Spider, that was on there last week. Malibu. How about a Subaru WRX project car? I have no interest in Subarus. My brother Rowdy, for some reason, was bit by the Subaru bug there a while back, and I have no interest in those cars, man. There's another one, another F-body Pontiac Firebird for $2,200. That seems to be the Firebird price today is $2,200. Every Firebird that we've seen is $2,200. This one's up in Cranberry. Looks like a pretty decent listing. Flat tire. Car is in typical shape for 1983. Oh, that's a V6, I'm sure. V6 auto, needs a fuel line, no rust, very clean underneath, runs, but will need to be towed, open to trades. No rust, very clean underneath, but it needs a fuel line. What do you think about that? Not sure. Moving on, Mitsubishi Eclipse GST Turbo 2-door. Jackson Center, 1234. Come on, list the right price. I'm not interested in it. I'm not going to look at your listing because you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4. Another Camaro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, list the correct price. If you want to sell the thing, please list the correct price. Prices on square bodies. Is there a square body I passed up? There are a couple here. I just took a real quick glance earlier. I think there is a square body later on. Unless you're calling these Camaro square bodies too. So an 82 Camaro Z28 Coupe 2-door. This is right up Rowdy's alley. Almost the exact same paint setup. Does have the fake hood scoops. This car doesn't look terrible. Other than the price that he's got listed here, and I don't know why you would do that if you took the time to take all these pictures and list these pictures. Put the right price, man. It's not hard. It's over in Madison, Ohio. Trade only. Trade only. Trade only. Okay, now I understand the price. Trade only. He tells us it's a 1982 Camaro Z28 V8 automatic T-tops. Runs well, but smokes after it warms up. Tiny dent on the front fender. AC belt was cut. Not sure if it works or not. I'm willing to bet it doesn't work because the belt was cut. Power windows and door locks. Power antenna. Heat works. New battery. Runs and drives. Stops fine. Needs some TLC, but be an excellent fun project. Bought another car and need the room. Madison, Ohio. Wait a second. Wait. Bought another car and needs the room. Trade only, trade only, trade only. Do you really need the room? Think about this. If you're trading it, you're not going to have any room because you're going to get another car. Not sure of the motivation here to sell this car. That one's a little a conundrum in my mind. Decent looking car, but don't really understand. KJ will like this one, 1970 Plymouth Duster, 340. Did I look at this one last week? I don't remember if I did or not. I don't think I did. This one looks like it's got a fiberglass hood on it. If not, it definitely has a worked over hood. Nice little go fast wing in the back. Bunch of good stuff going on here. Looks as though, I don't know. That is an awesome air cleaner. Got a little velocity stack underneath the air cleaner there. I guess that improves airflow a little bit, makes things less you trade it for a lawnmower. Yeah, good point. Could be a lawnmower, or Lord only knows. I mean, things that go bang, they can trade for that too, I guess, right? Floors look pretty solid in this old Duster. KJ, for some reason, Kenny wants one of these things in the worst way. I know he wants a 71. I don't know much about him. I don't know the difference between a 71 and a 70. He says this is a 70, originally a 344 speed car. Original engine and trans are long gone. Currently a 383. Auto not running, FE5 Rally Red, black stripe, red white gut, disc brakes, and small bolt Kragers up front, big bolt rear 8 3/4 with a 323 posi. Good buildable project, been off the road for 20 plus years, and he wants $6,800 for it. That's I don't know. It seems like a decent amount of money for that thing, maybe on the rich side. But if you're looking for a 70 Duster, I do agree with him. This is a pretty nice core without looking up underneath and seeing what's going on with the underneath of this thing. All right, moving on. Anybody want a bug for 1, 2, 3, 4? Not me. It's over in Streetsboro, Ohio. How about a Kaiser Manhattan? That thing is an interesting looking car for sure. Dodge Magnum SXT Sport Wagon, 4-door, not interested. There's another Honda. Oh, look, 3 Mustangs right in a row. So if you guys were keeping count, we have 4 Camaros and now 3 Mustangs right in a row. We looked at this one last week. This guy here wants an awful lot of money for a car that's not worth it, I don't think. Mustang 2. Is it really a Mustang if it's a Mustang 2? Am I going to have to take one of those down to a half? Honestly. Then we got a 65 convertible 2-door. Volkswagen Golf GL hatchback 4-door. Doesn't look like a kid has got to it. It still has the factory wheels and stuff on it. $8,500 for a 1960 Chevy El Camino. Man, is that rich. Whew. I don't know where he's coming from. 2001 Lexus IS 300. No interest. A Dodge D. That's interesting. Willing to bet that Marketplace, of course, doesn't know what these older cars are. A 1937 Dodge, and maybe I don't get what the D is all about. Let's take a real quick look at it for $3,500. You'll get yourself a 1937 Dodge. Solid car, no motor or transmission. Have many parts that go with it for $3,500 or best offer. 1 picture and 2 lines. This guy, I don't know. He must not be real serious about selling it. He's just kind of sitting there, and he said, "I'm going to throw that up on Marketplace, see what's going on." Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Plymouth Valari 857. Another Beamer. Hey, Garnett, there's your Beamer, man. $2,000. BMW Series 3 base. It's in Weirton. You get down to the mill, you check this thing out tomorrow. It's all lowered. Looks like it's got the body kit. Tan leather, convertible. I can see you in this thing. What are we looking at here? Convertible top looks like it's in poor shape there. Looks like we got some wet floors, but they're not rotten. What's the matter with it? Firm on price. Here's my 2000 E46. 323 cubic inch with 189,000 miles. Runs, drives. Rear-wheel drive, automatic convertible does not work. I'm sure it goes up and down manually. Clean title. Speed sensor don't work. Open the hood with wire in the front bumper. The front bumper very flexible with open gap in the front. Makes noises in the engine sometimes. Ripped up carpet. Smell in the carpet. Car is completely stock besides from the Halo aftermarket headlights that flicker because of a shitty wiring job and H&R lowering springs by means By all means, this is a project car. Would be perfect to drift if manual swapped. Needs work. He wants $2,000. Garnett, tell me, is it worth it? I have no idea. Sounds like it is a mechanic special. I don't know why we didn't see that in the mechanic special side. Hey, I got a little bitch here, and this goes out to anybody. I know nobody in this group is probably going to ever do it, but if you, for any point or at any point in your life, become a Grubhub driver, don't smoke dope in your car before you deliver my food ever again. The dude that brought my food was smoking some skunk weed, and I'm telling you, my room stinks now because of the box that was in his car while he was smoking it. So please don't do that. I can't take it, man. I just can't take it. Okay, I got that off my chest. Did I skip a Mustang there? Nope, I did not. All right, so moving on, we've got a 50 Chevrolet Deluxe, Mordor again, big old caddy elk, Eldorado, convertible. That is what, if you look up land yacht, that is what you look up and you'll find. Nissan Altima 3.5, Nissan 300ZX Coupe two-door for $2,500. This thing either needs an engine or a transmission for that kind of money. What do we got? 300ZX. Yup. I thought these things had 2JZs in them. That's a V6. Again, I'm just showing you exactly what I know about this. At least it's a stick. It's got the right amount of pedals in it. Let's see where we're at here. Please read. Okay, I'm going to read it for you. Yep, it is a 5-speed 1995 Nissan 300 NA, naturally aspirated, so it is not a turbo car. If you don't have money, can't meet. If you don't have money, can't meet until next week. Can't read or want to trade. Can't write either. Do not message me. That said, the car runs but does not drive. It will need towed, located in North Canton. Clean title, actual mileage. It is only negotiable on price in person with cash in hand. Cash only. Do not message me if you're broke. Well, that's everybody. I have a video of it running and can confirm in person. It has check engine light on, not sure why. I do not have an OBDI. The rear brakes are locked up so it doesn't roll easily. The clutch pedal is on the floor, will not release. Body is in rough shape, dense. What does he want out of this thing? $2,500. I don't know. Building a drift car, get rid of that little V6 and put something decent in it? Possibly. One of these days I'll mess with something like that. Mine will most likely be a Mazda RX-7 with the Winkle. And I would probably put an LS in it. Don't tell my brother, whatever you do. But if I did something like that with a Mazda, I would put the LS in it because I've heard they're fun. 1987 Chevrolet Corvette convertible for $3,200. 69 Pontiac Trans Am. That's another Camaro. That one's got the Screaming Eagle on the hood there. Chevy Nova. These things are gaining popularity. They've never been one of my favorite cars, but I guess there's enough of them out there, and they did survive that they're starting to come back. I've seen them starting to sneak out. Another Pontiac Trans Am. Maybe I needed to make a Trans Am category or a Firebird category, right? Pontiac Le Mans, another Le Mans, two Le Mans in a row, a 72 and a 68. Another Mustang, 68 Mustang. How about this one, 70 Camaro. This one's got the big rump lump in the hood. Looks like it's tubbed possibly. Roller, no motor, no trans, no title, no trades. Won't respond to this. Is to this available? Thanks for looking. Honest to goodness. $7,500 in Ashland, Kentucky. I don't see it, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. $7,500 for this car? Seems like he's a bit optimistic on that price. JDM. I don't know, Rod. What do you think? Are they optimistic on $7,500 for a 1970 Chevrolet Camaro? Seems a bit rich for me. Another Mustang. Another Mustang. Right now the Camaros are leading 7-6. I'll take a Nova over a 70 Chevelle any day. Yeah, I'm definitely not a 70 Chevelle fan. That is for sure. Let's see how this guy did on his listing. 4. He's asking $5,250. There's no front end on it. 1970 Chevy Nova would make a good project car for someone. $5,250. Nope, not for me. What's that about, country? We talking about that that Camaro? That's too much money, right, Ron? Definitely too much money. Front bumper's laying here. Looks like the cowl support, all that good stuff is laying there. This car, this thing doesn't look like it's in terrible shape. Not enough pictures. Of course, now we can tell that there's no motor, no tranny. I don't know. $5,250 for that? I'm sure he's negotiable. Yep, OBO. Could make a nice little ride. Alright, where were we? Mustang, I included those two. 1964 Impala. Bet you this guy wants a bunch of money. $25,888. It's in LaGrange, Kentucky. It's actually in Oldham County, Kentucky. Seller trade. Nice project. Does have rust. May trade for other classic car projects. I would say it has rust. It's not terrible though. Little small block Chevy. It looks like everything is there. Center console car. Well, this could be a builder. I know that. Oh, Impala SS. It doesn't say that. Why? Unless this is just a trunk lid and it's not a true SS, I think I would put Impala SS in the listing for sure. Yeah, that would be a good builder, but for the money he's looking for it, so the $25,888. I mean, what's it going to cost to put this car together? If it was done right, 1964 Impala, it's going to take $100,000 to put that car together and make it like it should be, right? If you send it to a shop. Now, for us guys that are doing it, it's going to be something that it's just a bunch of time. I don't know. That's an awful lot of money for that car. Even if it is an SS, that's an awful lot of money. Grandview convertible. That thing looks like it's drug right out of the woods. 53 Chevy. That's a two-door. This is an interesting car. These are definitely making a kickback. I don't know. Give me a second here. I want to see if you can see that or not. I don't know if that popped up for you. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. So KJ's trying to be a part of the chat here, showing me some junk here on Facebook Marketplace. He's out there doing his own thing, I guess. He has found another four-door bullnose F350. Looks like this was a wrecker at some point, so this is a longer than 8-foot bed. You can definitely tell that by the extension. This guy wants $2,000 for it in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm not far from there. Man, where's the front axle? What happened there? This is an interesting way to lift a truck up, I think, because there's no front axle. It looks like they just wrapped the chains around that front bumper. Farm use. Yikes. Underside of the cab's in pretty nice shape. There is no doubt about that. A little bit of rust there on that. That's the front cross member that's coming across. It's got a 3-inch body lift on it. Ay, caramba. It's in a lot better shape than that one we went to look at earlier that the guy wanted $3,000 out of. 200,000 miles, 85 F350, bullnose, cabin front clip in great shape, age for patinas, not going to make a rat rod or a pulling truck, didn't want to go. It was 6.9 diesel auto, 4x4 originally. Man, I guess if you were starting something out, that's a good place to start. I don't know, Kenny. I just don't know. Let's get back here to where we were. Get rid of that. 57 disc brakes already. 350 small block. 350 tranny needs to be finished. Gas lines, brake lines. $2,500. Okay. Let's talk about this car. This guy, he's got this project. Probably inherited it off of somebody, or he started it a long time ago and didn't do anything with it. But this would make a really nice little cruiser in my mind. It's a SS, not a big block. I guess. It was definitely not a big block. It was a small block. Put that cab onto a 2000 Ford frame. I know a guy that's got a 2000 Ford frame. Actually, not even a 2000. KJ has an '06 frame that he just bought, 4-door short bed, with the 7.3. I'm not going to comment. I'm not in love with the 7.3s like I used to be. I like this car, guys. For $2,500. It's already got the disc brakes on it. It's got the 350 in it with the transmission. I'm sure, some wiring. It's going to need some of this. It's going to need some of that. But I'm telling you, this would be a fun little car right here. This would be that car that gets scuffed down, painted flat black. I would even leave these those big full moons on it. Yes, sir. This would be a nice little cruiser right here, man. And it's priced right, $2,500. This will get you into the hobby right here. This will get you into the hobby. Yes, sir. I like that one. Another Mustang. We're tied, guys. Or did I miss a Camaro somewhere? Nope, I did not miss a Camaro. 31 Chevy Coupe for $7,500. That's a 5.1 to 31 Chevy Coupe, all original. Still has the wire wheels on it. That doesn't look too bad. Got the 1968 Chevrolet Corvette for $2,900 up in York. Here we go, Monte Carlo. This is just like Roadkill did the NASCARlo. It was built out of this body style. They shortened it up. They cut the top off of it, moved everything up. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I kind of dig this car. $6,500, missing the passenger side front fender. No motor, no transmission. That's an awful lot of money for that, isn't it? Looks like we got some rust problems here in the rear panel. Clean title for seller trade. I have 3 Monte Carlos. One is a 70. The other 2 are 71. I have titles for 2 of them. These cars have a lot of parts there, including buckets, center consoles, prices for all 3. Okay. And there are not selling parts. Located in Elizabethtown, Tennessee. Message, yada yada, or see less. 3 cars. Okay, yeah, now I'm seeing it. That's one car. That's that car again. This is another car with black interior, and that's the other car. So there are definitely 3 cars here. What does he want? Yeah, that's probably not a bad price for 3 cars. A GNX. I would definitely sport a Grand National, Jaron. There is no doubt about that, brother. And actually, my wife, she likes those cars. But I could see me in this Monte Carlo too. This would be a cool big block, maybe a 671 blower sticking out of the hood, something like that. This would be a fun car to have. Another Corvette. There's another Nova. That's funny. There's 2 Novas tonight. Another Camaro. I think that's the Camaro that's going to win it for the Camaros. I think that is the one. Man, these Corvettes, even this rat right here, that needs a ton of work, they still want $4,000 for it. 56 Ford. These things, they do not get the money that the Tri-5 Chevys got. But they're still decent little cars. Has a 351. I wonder if it's a Windsor or a Cleveland. C6 automatic. I bet you it's a Windsor. Narrows, Virginia, contact Dean Trent if interested. I don't see an engine. That car doesn't look terrible if you're into 56 Fords, which I am not. Just, it isn't proportioned right. It's like the tail's too long, the roof is too low. I don't know. I didn't get it right. I don't know. That one's kind of funky. This is a Mordor Nova, from what I'm being told. Let's see, $7,000 for a 71 Chevrolet Nova. I got a couple pictures here. Most definitely a Mordor. Looks like the radiator or a radiator is in the back of it. Is it a radiator or a radiator? Does it radiate heat or does it radiate heat? Think about that before you answer. Man, I don't know. $7,000 for a Mordor? That seems awful rich for my blood. S10. It's got an S10 grill in it. That's interesting, to say the least. Oh, man. Willing to negotiate. I'm glad. Can text all day, call after 6:30. It has to go. First come, first serve. Needs some fixing up to still runs. Needs some fixing up to still runs. All right. I'm going to do a little rant here, as I often do. Guys, if you're going to take the time to list a car, what I need you to do, it's a heat exchanger technically, but when it exchanges heat, does it radiate the heat or does it radiate the heat? Is it a radiator or a radiator? When you take the time to list your cars on Marketplace, do yourself a favor, take the extra minute and a half that it's going to take to go through your listing and make sure that it's grammatically correct, that you can understand it. I know I'm not the best when it comes to some of that stuff, but by all means, what I need you to do is be a better lister. You're taking the time to list a doggone thing. Do it right. Come on. And it's going to sell faster. I'm telling you. The other thing, just like Kenny and I always say, if you're putting something up for sale like this, clean the doggone car, right? Before you take the pictures, clean it out. Get all the garbage out of it. What's that take? 15 minutes? That one van we saw, it may take 2 hours for that one, but take some time. And that little bit of time that you invest it's gonna either sell it faster or it's going to do get you a little bit more money out of it where you don't have to negotiate. Know a little bit about the car, know what's going on with it. So it all just comes down to having a little bit of pride in what you're trying to do and what you're trying to get done. What I wanted to do, but I can't now. I definitely want to come back and hit the, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Give me a like. Let me know what's going on. It is now 9:09, so as you can tell, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up. We've gone all the way through 2 listings, project cars and the, what were those? Mechanic specials. In the mechanic specials, we came up with a Tahoe as the winner over there. Over here, believe it or not, it's going to be another Chevy. It's either going to be the Monte Carlo, or it is going to end up being that, where is it? There it is. 1953 Chevy. I don't know why. I'm digging this car, guys. I like the body lines on this thing. I think this would make a sweet little ride. And I know, I'm a Ford guy, and I have picked Chevys now for 3 searches. So, I don't know. The Camaros won the Camaro Mustang race tonight for 8 Camaros to 7 Mustangs. I want to remind everybody that we are having a tool giveaway with Garnett Tools. We will be we'll be giving a bunch of stuff away there. If you need to know what it is, if you go back and look at one of my previous lives, I do a real nice breakdown of everything that we have available there. I'll be mentioning that more as we progress along here with Kenny's building and how we're going to be giving that stuff away. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching the live tonight, listening to me ramble on for an hour, and sorry about all the problems we had there in the beginning, but we were able to figure it out and got everything going. So I need to get up at 3 o'clock. Got an early morning tomorrow, which hopefully will make for a early day, but it won't, because I'll be there for most of the day, and then I'm going to drive home. So, again, I appreciate everybody for watching the live. We are definitely doing much better on the progression of the channel. Just real quick to let you know the state of the union here on Mongo's Garage. I have the subscribers, obviously, to become monetized. What I need is watch time. That's why we're doing the lives. Getting some stuff out there so that you guys can start to understand what we're trying to do. And it is working. It is most definitely working. Appreciate everybody for being here. Definitely thank you for all the comments. And we will be